been such an early riser, because I remember one time we were talking about working out and training together, and you said, yeah, I get there like at 4 a.m. I'm all, dang. See, so there's no excuse. As busy as you are.
I was up at 4 today.
Is that so? You're still getting it in that early?
Well,
huh?
I put on a lot of weight to play a regular cop in Boston for the Patriots Day.
Right.
So then I had 2 weeks, basically 2.5 weeks to do what I would normally do in 10 to 12 weeks, and losing weight and getting in shape. So I got up at 4 this morning, worked out, and then I left and teed off at 6:15, and I ran the whole golf course. I hit the ball and just run to the next shot. I did that from
Incorporating two passions right there.
I did that from 6:15 to 8 o'clock, and then I'll do some work today, and then I'll hit the rope and the bag and push-ups and the resistance bike for probably another 30 minutes this afternoon.
And what time you usually get to bed?
If I'm up at 4, I got to go to bed at 8. I got to get 8 hours.
Yeah, you got to.
Which annoys my wife and my kids.
Yeah. Is it true that you had your or you're in the process of having all your tattoos removed, and you made your kids watch?
Yeah, well, they're gone now, but I mean, got a little tiny bit lingering there, just a little bit of the green, but took a long time. It was really painful.
I was going to say, that's a painful process.
Yeah, if you think getting tattoos are painful, removing them are twice as painful. And yeah, I thought, well, it would be smart for me to take my kids to kind of show them as a cautionary tale, this is not something you want to do. Even if you think it's cool when you're at a certain age, you'll want to remove them later on. But it's one of those things, they're not going to listen. You know, people always say to me, if you had a chance to tell the 16-year-old Mark Wahlberg, what would you tell him? And I'd say nothing, because he's not going to listen. He thinks he knows it all. Yeah. But, you know, the only way you can become a really wise old man is by being a stupid young kid. And so, you know, I'm just grateful that I was able to learn from my mistakes and grow and, you know, use those things to transform who I am today.
Which of your films, Mark, do people come up to you and mention the most?
You know what? Shooter is one of them. Four Brothers, a lot.
Really?
They're always asking for another Four Brothers. Of course, Ted, Boogie Nights, which, you know, it's a little much at this stage of the game, being a parent. And the other thing is people call me, you know, they always say they love me in the Bourne Identity. When I'm saying, and I just say thank you. You know?
No, they don't. Are you serious?
Yeah, and Matt always gets it all the time too. You know, he says they always say, you know, talk about I loved you in Ted or one of these other movies that I've done, and you know, we just kind of laugh it off. And I never correct anybody.
You don't correct.
I just say thank you very much. Got another one coming. I actually watch me in the Bourne Identity 4 this summer. Check it out.
I'm also looking forward to Deepwater Horizon, man. So I saw the trailer for that too, and obviously about the Gulf Coast and the oil spill right there. What can you tell us about that film?
Well, it's actually the largest man-made environmental disaster. But what people didn't realize, because of the lack of media coverage for the actual loss of human life, 11 people lost their lives.
Wow.
And it was a horrible, horrible tragedy. And we made a movie to honor those people, the survivors, and of course the 11 that lost their lives, to honor their memory, and also their loved ones. And it's an amazing story of heroism, and it's really inspiring, so I'm excited about it.
Congratulations on The Shooter. I always look forward to the projects you produce, because they're always stuff that we would watch, that we've talked about before.
Well, you know, it's one of those things where it was such a great movie, and you know, there's so many other books by Stephen Hunter. We always felt like, you know, we could do 5 more movies, but I think it works so much better as a series.
You mentioned Ryan Phillippe is playing the role that you played,
and
right?
Omar Epps.
Omar Epps. I saw the trailer. Looks intense.
Yeah, it was actually one of those things where I thought I would be okay with it, and then I saw the first episode, and I was still a little jealous that I wasn't still playing that part. But, you know, they're doing such a great job, and Ryan's perfect for that part. So.
Yeah, if you're jealous, then that means they are doing a good job right
there.
Yeah,
you know, well, you know, Bob Lee Swagger was one of those iconic roles, but I think Ryan stepped right into the role, and I think it's going to be a big hit.